What's up, gamers of YouTube? It's your boy, the Universal Gamer. Welcome to my countdown of my top 25 games of all time, and also my top 25 honorable mentions, games that barely did not make it into the countdown. Even with the honorable mentions countdown, it was hard to choose what games I want to put inside the honorable mentions. So imagine how hard it was to choose my top 25 games across hundreds of games, maybe even thousands of games I played throughout my youngin years all the way to my adult years, and still kicking in there with these games and stuff like that. So also I subtitled this video the best of the best, because I will not be adding more than one game within a genre or within a franchise or whatever. So for example, if I like Halo 1 and 2, I gotta choose which one is best in my opinion out of Halo 1 and 2. Speaking of choosing which one is the best, just remember, this is my countdown. It's not your countdown. And just because I choose a game within a franchise that you may not think is better than the other game doesn't mean anything. That just means that I had the better experience with that in particular game. It doesn't mean that this game sold more, or this game has the most graphical detail than the other game, or something like that. I'm not counting down which game looks better, which one sold better. I'm counting down my personal feelings and my personal love for a particular game, and that's what made it to my countdown. Last thing before I start my countdown, these are not inside order. Only the top 10 are inside order. All the rest I had to just put inside alphabetical order, because I did not want to stress myself. I already had to stress myself to choose 25 games, and then, you know, to choose which ones to go inside order. It was hard. So from 25 to 11, they're all inside alphabetical order, and then from 10 to 1, they're inside actual order of which ones, you know. Yeah, let's go. First game at number 25, Bubble Bobble. Played this game on Xbox 360 and Nintendo. Beat this game 25 times. First, of course, played this game on Nintendo as a youngin, and then they came out with the arcade game on Xbox Live Arcade, and they added in more level and DLC and 4-player co-op. Hell yeah, I had to pick this up. This is a game I've been playing ever since I was a kid, and I really loved it, so it's had to make it to the countdown. Bubble Bobble, love the game, and still loving it to this day. Yeah. At number 24, very controversial already, but Call of Duty 2. That means it outbeat all the other Call of Duties. Hey, Call of Duty 2. Played this game on Xbox 360 and on PC. Beat it about 5 times. This was my first official Xbox 360 game when I first got my 360. I remember I had to buy the core console because I didn't have money like that. Didn't have really a big job like that. You know, I was like you young kids. I was young, so it's like, oh, I wasn't that young, but I didn't really have money like that, and I had to buy the core console. Didn't have no memory card, no hard drive, so I just used to play it every single day, see how far I can get and stuff like that. And I loved it, man. It really showed what the Xbox 360 can do for right now and stuff like that. And I really loved Call of Duty 2, and I think it was the last of the open Call of Duty game, you know, because the other Call of Duty games felt like it was kind of like open a little bit and stuff like that. And Call of Duty 2 holds something special in my heart. That first level, the snow level, is like, you know, I love that level back then, and I mean, graphically it can't hold up to now, but Call of Duty 2 was my game, and I love it. I still love it and stuff like that. Beat it on every difficulty level, got all the achievements on Xbox Live for this game, so yeah. At number 23, Dark Souls. Played this game on Xbox 360 and got it on PC, but I haven't played it on PC yet. Beat this game one time. It barely outbeat Demon Souls. The reason why I love this game over Demon Souls is because just you grind and you grind and you grind just like you do inside Demon Souls, but when you get to certain areas of like Dark Souls, it's like you feel good about that grind. You know, Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2, which I have not played yet. I haven't played Dark Souls 2, so that's why it's not inside here. But it's just one of those games where you just grind and grind. And you know how RPGs where, you know, you go into this one area, and if you get your ass kicked, then obviously you're not strong enough. Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Dark Souls 2, it's like that across everywhere you go. No matter where you go, you're not strong enough, and you just gotta grind and keep leveling up. And once you get strong enough, you start kicking these guys' ass, and you feel good, and the game rewards you visually and just with items and stuff like that, and just a job well done, you know, just by showing you some amazing areas, and you know, it takes you on this journey. So it's amazing. It always makes you want to see what comes next. Like, I gotta keep on getting my ass kicked, 'cause I just gotta see what's next after this big ass boss, after these hard ass enemies. Number 22, Dead Space. Is it a surprise? I know you guys probably expected it to be inside my top 10, but you know, didn't make it to my top 10. But Dead Space, Xbox 360, I played this on 4 times, and I beat the game 4 times. You know, you guys already know I'm in love with this game. the love kind of drifted away a little bit when I played Dead Space 3. You know, kind of got too much action inside Dead Space 3. Dead Space 2 did an amazing job. Dead Space 1, best game out of the Dead Space franchise, and really love it. Got so many posters, got so many stuff. Love the comics, got the comics, and I just love it. I love Dead Space. At number 21, Dishonored. It's kind of surprised that Dishonored made it to the list and some of these other games, because these are like newer games and stuff, and I'm counting down games I've been playing ever since I was younger all the way to now. So, you know, newer game like Dishonored and stuff like that, this is amazing. I'm telling you, Dishonored is a good ass game. It's kind of short. The DLC is real good too. Played this game on PC, beat it one time, beat all the DLC. This game is great. I wish they make another one. I wish they made it. I wish they would make the second one even bigger and stuff like that. It reminds me, the storytelling and the way they pace the game reminds me of Half-Life. That's probably why it's so amazing to me, because it's just that feeling of Half-Life where it feels like you're this character, and it feels like, you know, it's so open and you can like discover so many different hidden stuff. The game is amazing. It's great. Dishonored. Yeah. At number 20, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim for PC. I played it on PC, beat it on PC once, and still playing the game, even though I already beat it already. Put about 100 hours into the game. A lot of people, that's nothing. A lot of other people put like 500, 1,000 hours into Skyrim already. I put, you know, 100 hours, barely 100 hours and stuff like that. And there's still so much to do inside Skyrim, and I still haven't played the DLC yet. So Skyrim is a big ass game. It almost got outbeat by Oblivion, but Skyrim, it stayed in there. It just does so much. It makes you feel so good, and it's just, damn, the game is amazing. You know, they just need a new engine. That's about it. You know, new fight mechanics engine, and it'd be, yeah. At number 19, Fallout 3. I would shoot myself in the head if I didn't put Fallout 3 on this list or whatever. Played this game on Xbox 360 and PC. Beat it on Xbox 360 4 times. Never beat it on PC, but I'm about halfway through on PC with all the DLC and stuff like that. Fallout 3 is an incredible game. Fallout 4 won't probably get announced until next year E3, and it probably won't come out until 2016 or something like that, or holiday 2015. But Fallout 3, my God, a great game, amazing game. You guys know about Fallout. If you've never played Fallout 3, go ahead, go down to your local store, get it used or brand new for about 20-15 bucks. Fallout 3, actually you can get the Game of the Year edition about 20 bucks or whatever. So Fallout 3, a very incredible game, very unique game. It feels like you're inside the game. It feels like you're actually surviving and stuff like that. And just so many missions, so many story elements, so many choices to make, so many this and that. And it's just open decision making, RPG-ness to it. It's just everything that you want inside the game. Got guns, it got whatever, however how you want to play. It's fun, man. It just makes you want to discover more and more of the world and stuff like that. And you see these things on the map, and almost every single area has its own little story to it. Like, it's just, even like a little tiny corner inside the map, just, you know, a little station or something has its own little, if you dig through it, has its own little story and elements to it. That's why I think Fallout 3 does a good job. Just every little thing you discover has something to it. And then you also get the big ass story and a nice little, you know, gameplay on top of that. So it's like, yeah, where can you go wrong with Fallout 3? Number 18, Gears of War, the first game. Outbeat all the other Gears of War. Played this game on Xbox 360 6 times all the way through. The reason why this game, in my opinion, outbeats all the other Gears of War, it barely beat Gears of War 3, but the reason why this one beats it, one, it holds a special place in my heart because it actually was the first game that showed what the 360 can actually do. And this was the only game inside the Gears of War franchise that felt scary. It felt like you were scared of these damn creatures. All the other games just feel like you're kicking ass with Marcus and Dom and all that stuff. It don't feel like scary. But the first game, even the little creatures, like the little wretches or whatever, felt scary and stuff. Like, you know, they start crawling on the ceilings coming at you. The music is pumping and stuff. It's like, and the nice sound effects, like the game doesn't look nowhere near as good as Gears of War 3 and stuff like that, but it does a good ass job at what it did for its time, and it still holds up, and it's still a good game, and the best Gears of War game in my opinion. I can't say that about multiplayer, but as far as single player, yeah. At number 17, Halo 3. Halo 3 hands down. First of all, let me say this. I beat it, of course it's on 360, but I beat it about 8 times, which may be an understatement. Me and my brother used to play the hell out of this campaign. It was the first Halo game I played. Actually, I played a little bit of Halo 2 right before Halo 3 came out. I didn't really know about Halo, but I know when they came out with the little cinematics and how they made the behind the scenes of Halo 3 and how the multiplayer is gonna look. I didn't even know about Halo really, because I wasn't really an Xbox fan like that. And then just by seeing the making of Halo 3, I was like, damn, this is like a game I've been waiting for. So I've put, as far as multiplayer, I've put as many hours inside Halo 3 multiplayer than I ever put inside any other multiplayer combined. Think about that for a second. That means all the Call of Duties, all the Battlefields, all the Ghost Recons, every other game I ever played online, whether it's co-op, whether it's competitive multiplayer, I've put more hours into freaking Halo 3 multiplayer, more than any other multiplayer I ever played in any other game combined. That is ridiculous. Yes, me and my brother, split screen, used to play the hell out of Halo 3. Yeah, this game is like, what's that game? Like, you can play on the same map hundreds of times in one day and it still feels different every damn time. That's why I tell you dumbass PS3 fanboys to shut the fuck up when you talk about Halo, because Halo is a motherfucking beast of a game, and that game ain't no other game like it. Just like there's no other game kind of like Call of Duty, and there's no other game like Gears of War, there's no other game like what's that Killzone, there's no other game like Ghost Recon. That's why I love multiple different shooter games. So if I want to have a cup of tea, I go play this game. If I want to have a cup of coffee, I go play this game. If I want just an ice cold cup of water, I go play this game. There's no such thing as having one liquid to drink, you know, that's just boring. If I want a cup of Kool-Aid, I go play Call of Duty, because it kind of spices it up a little bit. You can add a little bit more sugar and kind of, you know, juice it up a little bit and get hyped up. Of course you don't have your coffee like that or your tea like that, but the Kool-Aid, you kind of want your Kool-Aid a little bit more sweeter than everything else. That's why I love to drink all kind of different beverages. If I want my soda, I go play Battlefield. So my point is, if I want a lot of different taste of different shooters, that's why I'm a fan of every genre, every game, every franchise. I don't care what it is. Well, I'm not a fan of every genre, because I don't like MMOs that much, or tower defense games. But you guys get my point. You know, stop hating, just enjoy games. Halo 3 multiplayer, gotta be the best multiplayer I ever played in my life. Be looking out for my top 10 or top 25 multiplayer games of all time. Of course, probably Halo 3 might be number one, or Halo might be number one. So yeah, let's move over to the next game before I waste too much time talking about Halo. Oh, and then I forgot to mention, on top of all that, it has a very good story with a lot of comics and stuff like that, where you can dig deep into the Halo franchise and deep into the story of Halo itself. Got all kind of animated movies and stuff like that. So it's big. Yeah, Halo is bigger than you think. It's not just for, you know, of course a lot of little kids play it because it's easy to pick up and play, but Halo is pretty big actually. Probably bigger than any other multiplayer game there is, as far as how much content is packed inside the Halo franchise. Number 16, Left 4 Dead. Outbeat Left 4 Dead 2. Played this game on Xbox 360 and PC 30 times. What I mean by 30 times, I don't mean the little mini campaigns count as one time. I'm talking about if I play through all the campaigns, that's one time. So 30 times, wrap your head around that. That's how many hours I put inside Left 4 Dead. And you know, it's one of those games, again, you can play through it over and over and over and it still feels different every single time. I would have wished they added a little bit more story element to the game, which a little bit more openness to the game and stuff like that, instead of just getting from point A to point B. But at the same time, still a cool game. You got survival mode, you got all kind of other competitive multiplayer when it comes to Left 4 Dead 2. What I like what they did on PC, I don't know if they did it on the consoles, but if you own Left 4 Dead 2 and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about only Left 4 Dead 1, because you can play through all the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns and play with the infected on the Left 4 Dead 1 map, the new infected on the Left 4 Dead 1 map, and all the melee weapons and all the new characters on the Left 4 Dead 1 maps, I believe. Not the new characters, but all the new infected and stuff like that. But yeah. At number 15, Mass Effect 1. Outbeat Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. Never played Mass Effect 3 still, and I still will say that it outbeats Mass Effect 3 just because how Mass Effect made you feel. I feel like you're just playing an episode of Star Trek every single time you pick that game up. Mass Effect 2 and 3 doesn't make you feel like that. I'm sorry. I played this game on Xbox 360 and PC, beat it 4 times. Yeah, Mass Effect is just, it's amazing. Like, it's the pacing of Mass Effect, the opening, the first hour and a half of Mass Effect 1 is kind of boring. I know you're on the station for a long time, you're talking to people, you're not really doing no action and stuff, and you know, but once you dig into the story, into the elements of Mass Effect, man, it is the better game. I just gotta say, it's more open, the way you level up your characters. There's more little options. There's energy weapons instead of picking up ammo on the ground. Like, you're inside sci-fi genre, what the hell you doing picking up ammo? You got energy weapons. The energy weapons overcharge if you blind just firing away, so if you want to fire away all fast, they overheat, so you gotta wait for them to cool back down. I loved all that gameplay inside Mass Effect 1. So when I say Mass Effect 1 is the better game, I'm not saying that it's better as far as technically. I'm talking about as far as just the gameplay, and people couldn't handle the gameplay. It was too hard for kids, so they dumbed it down, and now it's not even open. You land on a planet, you can't drive around, you just go straight to the mission, then you leave the mission. Dumb or whatever. You had grenades inside Mass Effect. I just love throwing the grenades and watching them glide. And right when it gets to the people, I press the grenade button again and it blows up. That's the shit I missed about Mass Effect 1. The overheating weapons, the way you can level up little tiny increments of different things of your characters, and the freaking grenades. The way the grenades was, like, that was cool. Like throwing a grenade through a hallway and waiting to that right moment where it gets close to an enemy, and then bam, press it again and explodes with a fiery inferno or whatever kind of grenade you're using. Come on, man. Y'all sleeping on Mass Effect 1. That game's the better game. Number 14, Resident Evil 4. Played this game on PS2 and PC 2 times. Yes, Resident Evil 4, beast of a game. It was the last of the best Resident Evil games, even though I still love 5 and I played the hell out of 5. I think I beat that game about 10 times. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a good game and stuff like that. It's one of those games you can play again, like again, you can play it over and over and over, and it feels different every single time, because you never know what you're gonna do or what's gonna happen. What you do know what's gonna happen is zombies are still inside the same area, but depends on where you run. They're not scripted. Everything happens based off what you're doing and stuff like that. I love games like that. I don't like games where you just same old thing happening every single time you start the game and stuff like that, or you got to make the same decision. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can go here, go to this building, go to that building, hold off inside this building, and you can't really hunker down because the chainsaw dude is coming up at you, so you got to run, or you got to grab the shotgun off the wall real fast, and it's like, oh, I'm running out of ammo, let me hurry up and switch my weapons. Oh, I can't move while I'm shooting and stuff like that, so I just gotta stay still. Oh shit, somebody's behind me, let me quick turn, hit him, get him off me and stuff like that. Oh, the chainsaw dude is chasing me now again. Damn, now I gotta run, jump through this window. Oh shit, now more zombies coming out, they're throwing flames at me. Oh crap, let me run through this door. Oh damn, it's locked. Oh shit, I guess I dive through this window. Oh, some more ammo, bam, let me load that, bam, shoot my shotgun. That's what Resident Evil 4 is. And all the other Resident Evils before it and stuff like that. All these newer Resident Evils, all freaking a million guns everywhere, weapons and ammo. You're doing gymnastics, killing the zombies. Like, what the fuck is that? First, like, this is what happened. The Resident Evil games was amazing. They start making these stupid Resident Evil movies. And then the games start becoming just like the movies. All this action. Let's move over to the next game before I have a heart attack. Number 13, Shadow of the Colossus. Played this game on PS2 and PS3, beat the game 2 times, and oh my god, one of the best games of all time. This should be on everybody's list. If you never played Shadow of the Colossus, go get yourself a PS2. Well, that'd be more expensive than just going in and buying off the PS3 store, or something like that, or buying the HD version or whatever, which I recommend you getting the HD version and stuff like that. But I originally played it on the PS2 first or whatever, and I still own the original game and stuff like that. And a game like this is always good to have the original, just to say you have it, just to feel good about yourself when you go to bed at night as a gamer, because a classic like Shadow of the Colossus, man, that game is like, there's no game like it on earth. Like, just, and the game tells such a great, such an amazing story with really no dialogue whatsoever. It's like you're riding around on this horse, you're fighting these giant colossus, and then just by trying to figure out what you got to do to take down that colossus, it's like, that's a whole mission within itself. You see this big ass flying creature coming down, swooping down on you. You got to figure out how to jump on it. You got to figure out where its weak spots at. And then you got this grip meter that goes down as long as you're holding on. So you got to let go. But if you let go, you start to fall backwards and tumble. Like, even the physics of that game was ahead of its time. It's kind of like, you can tell the game kind of runs like at 30 frames per second, and it's kind of choppy, but at the same time, the physics, it's the way your character all fumbles around. Like, nobody ever seen no game like that where the physics are like that. Like, that was like kind of crazy. So, man, wow. Next game. At number 12, The Witcher 1 for PC. beat this game one time. This is another game, just like Mass Effect. The first game was so hard, so they dumbed it down with the next game. The second game looks 5 times better than the first game, even with the enhanced version of the first game. But still, the first game is still the better game. The story elements is way better. Everything to it is way better and stuff like that. I forgot to talk about the third game inside my E3 stuff, and so it's not inside there, but I will be talking about the third game or whatever. But the first game, way better game. I think the third game will outbeat this game. If I would have played the third game, the third game was out and I played that, I think it would have outbeat the first one. Because what I'm seeing, it seems like it's going right back to its roots of just being super open and letting you go here, go there, go here, go there, and make all these crazy decisions, and it's so hard and stuff like that. And you got to use your powers to, use it wisely and stuff like that. And just decision making and just the way you can react with the characters and stuff inside the first game was just a way better game. At number 11, Twisted Metal Black on PS2. Beat this game about 10 times, which may be an understatement. This is my favorite Twisted Metal game of all time. The newer one came out. It kind of almost beat Twisted Metal Black. Barely didn't beat Twisted Metal Black. Twisted Metal Black is my favorite one of all time, hands down. And I played them all. Twisted Metal 1, 2, 3, 4 was amazing. I was so hooked on 4. But Twisted Metal Black, yeah, that motherfucker's a beast. Yeah, that's my game right there. The car I use, I forget the character's name, but the car I use is is it like a Chevy or something? All I know is it has like this charge up power where it shoots like these 6 or 7 missiles out the front, and you hold down a button, like the special button to charge it up. It'd be like, and like it follows the person. I just be tearing people up with that car. And drive. Everybody know inside Twisted Metal you drive backwards. So just turn around, drive backwards, shoot those missiles, tearing their asses up with that. But yeah, man, I feel like playing that game now just by talking about it. But yeah, me and my brother played the split screen a few times and played it by myself a lot of times. And just Twisted Metal also is one of those games that have little hidden secrets and stuff like that. It's like this one part where you can, just the very first level, you think that the airplanes are in the background, like the little commercial airliners are in the background just to fill in the background and make some background, effects. But no, you can shoot down that airplane and it crashes into the level and it creates a whole different area within the level, which reminds me of Split Second. Like when you can use your special powers and then it changes the whole track. That's how Twisted Metal was. You can do certain things and it changes it adds a whole nother area to the game, and you can find a way to hop on top of buildings and stuff, skyscrapers, and find hidden cars and hidden special powers and stuff. Yeah, Twisted Metal is a fun ass game, man. Best car combat game of all time. So now we at my top 10 games of all time. But before we even dig into that, we're gonna count down my top 25 honorable mentions, highly honorable mentions. I wrote down inside my notes, not just honorable mentions, highly honorable mentions and stuff. Games that barely didn't make it into the countdown, and it also barely made it to the honorable mentions because there's so many games that barely didn't make it to the countdown and honorable mentions. So I was stressing myself out like, damn, but this game is better, but damn, Gina. But anyway, let's go. So anyways, and these are not in entire order either. I'm just gonna count them down or whatever. Number 25, Mortal Kombat. Number 24, Journey. Damn, Gina. Why you didn't make it to the countdown, baby? Damn, I was wanting you in the countdown, but just barely didn't make it. Anyways, number 23, Penumbra. Number 22, Super Contra. I feel like putting that inside the damn countdown. Like I played through oh my god, Super Contra and Super Contra is my shiznit, my shizzo nizzle. But nah, man, Super Contra, oh my god, like my mom and my stepdad used to play the hell out of that game. Yeah, I did say my mom and my stepdad. Yes, my mom was a gamer and she still got her Super Nintendo, and I think she still got her Atari, I believe. But yeah, man, damn, like Super Contra, man. Anyways, number 21, Armored Core 3. That's my favorite Armored Core game of all time. Didn't make it. Number 20, The Last of Us. Whoo! But The Last of Us, I guess it didn't make it to the countdown because it is linear. It's linear like the Uncharted games, but it's that sexy type of linear. It's like damn, baby, you linear, but damn, girl, you sexy when you do that linear shit. I like damn. And The Last of Us, which had a little bit more story elements and choices. If it had choices that changed the gameplay. Oh man, like change the like Mass Effect type choices and stuff, and your characters end up dying permadeath if you like the Walking Dead little games, which I still haven't played yet. And yeah. Number 19, Uncharted 2. Number 18, man, I'm pissed off this didn't make it to the countdown, but Peggle got this damn game across like 5 different platforms, and I still didn't make it to the countdown. I just got them playing this game like 2 nights ago with friends and stuff over. Number 17, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, another game I'm pissed off that didn't make it to the countdown. Number 16, Zelda Phantom Hourglass. At number 15, Metroid. Number 14, Zelda 2. Number 13, Gradius, which that's another game I'm pissed off. That's like a game I just play the hell out of on Nintendo and on Super Nintendo, Gradius 3 and stuff. I still got my Gradius 3 inside on Nintendo and stuff like that. And I got the whole Gradius collection on PSP and stuff like that. So yeah. Number 12, Ghost Recon Island Thunder / Desert Siege. The best Ghost Recon game of all time. You know, is you can actually you have these characters that you take on. You can choose who you want to take on a mission with you, and as they do missions, they level up, and when they die, they're dead. Permadeath. You gotta choose a whole different person and level them up all over again. That's why. And I played this game. I had to play this game in the dark inside my room on a standard definition TV back in the day. Just on my PS2, just zoned out trying to get inside there and survive. And this game was hard, and it was just like It was like, it reminds me of what's that damn game? Operation Flashpoint, where you can bring up the map and you can have them go different areas and like have them walk a certain path and stuff like that. The other Ghost Recon games after this don't even have that at all anymore, period. Number 11, which another game I'm mad, which I make a gameplay. Me and my brother gonna walk through this whole entire game because this game is the shit. Miss Pac-Man on Super Nintendo has got to be the best Miss Pac-Man ever made, period. I don't care what you say. You'll find out. If you never played this game, look it up, play it. Best game. You can choose to make the levels look crazy and 2-player co-op and just all the different crazy levels. It's ridiculous, dude. You have this one level where it has no barriers at all. Just everything is invisible. So you gotta like maneuver your way through walls that's not even there. It's hard to explain. It's like crazy, man. So me and my brother used to put it on co-op crazy and make the levels real big. So big and crazy levels and stuff. Like that game was good for the Super Nintendo. At number 10, Super Mario 3D Land on the handheld on Nintendo 3DS. Yeah, this game almost beat Super Mario 3. That game is that good, but it's just not as long, and it doesn't feel like each world doesn't feel like a unique world, just like Super Mario 3 does. So, I kind of gave away something, but anyways, yeah. Number 9, Super Mario World on Super Nintendo. Number 8, Ico. This didn't make it to the countdown. Another unique game and stuff like that by the same makers of Shadow of the Colossus. Ico is an amazing game. Like that game almost will make you cry, even though nothing really crazy happens in that game. But like just the connection with the boy and the girl and stuff is like, actually it could make you cry because something did happen. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, Ico, man, play that game. Number 7, Twisted Metal. Wait, why I put? Oh, okay, so number 7, Twisted Metal Black. I forgot I actually removed the game off my countdown and add Twisted Metal Black to the countdown. So, you know, because Twisted Metal Black was on the honorable mentions at first, but whatever. At number 6, Resident Evil 5. At number 5, Oblivion. At number 4, GTA 3. At number 3, Portal. And at number 2, Call of Duty 4. And at number 1, Unreal Tournament 3. Well, like I said, those are not inside order. I just, my honorable mentions. So let's get down to the top 10 games. At number 10, BioShock. Played this game on Xbox 360 and PC 4 times. Amazing game, unique game. You could say so much about this game and it still be an understatement. This game is freaking amazing. I've seen so many people say, well, I played BioShock Infinite, but I never played the first game. Like, dude, are you tripping? Are you on crack? Are you, what the hell is wrong with you? BioShock Infinite can't even touch a finger on BioShock 1. And actually, BioShock Infinite is a whole different game. That's like an action game. And BioShock 1 is like a scary ass, hearing this big ass thing, walking down the hall. You're like, what the fuck is that? And then all of a sudden you see this girl with these eyes, and you looking around the corner, you like, oh hell nah. I just seen that cutscene of him punching a dude through the glass. I'm not fucking with him. So you try to creep your way around, and somehow the little girl out of nowhere trying to pretend like you trying to attack her even though you're trying to avoid her, and she talking about help and stuff, and the Big Daddy eyes turn red and he start looking at you. Come on now. Come on. You cannot say BioShock is not the best. BioShock 1 ain't the best BioShock game ever made. Even though there's only 3 games, I'm just saying. Man, all you motherfuckers out there, excuse my language, but all you motherfuckers out there that haven't played BioShock 1, but you talking about, I'll play BioShock Infinite, but I never played BioShock 1. You're on crack. I was gonna say that. Go play BioShock 1 right now. Like, actually cut this video off right now. Don't even watch the rest of it. Just go play BioShock and then come back and watch it, and you see what I'm saying. Number 9, Fatal Frame 2, PS2. Beat it one time. I'm thinking about making a playthrough of this game. This is my number 1 most scariest game of all time, in my opinion, because it's hard to scare me. Because I love scary movies, I love scary games. I only go to the movie theaters to watch scary movies most of the time, and I only buy scary movies most of the time. Fatal Frame, yeah, that motherfucker right there had just like, and this is on the PS2. This is the old ass game. It's on the PS2, but somehow they added so much stuff within Fatal Frame that it scared the. Let me. Know what? There's no way. Know what? This is little. No, man, damn, Fatal Frame. And then every time I watch people top 10 scariest games of all time, sometimes Fatal Frame 2 ain't even on the list. It's like, obviously they haven't played it, or they're too scared to play it. Play Fatal Frame. The only thing I can say bad about Fatal Frame is hard to figure out where the hell you need to go sometimes. It's like you get lost. It's like, damn, where the hell I need to go? I just came here, but once you be figuring out where to go, you go to these certain areas, they have unique ways where they scare you. There's nothing the same. Like, it just feels like it's not cheesy. They don't have no cheesy scares. It's just some crazy stuff, man, and it makes you shiver. Like, it actually make like, yo, like I got goosebumps. That's my first time in the game ever getting goosebumps because of a scare that came up. And it's not even a pop scare. It's just something that just like something like I'm walking into a room and then I hear this crazy noise, and then all of a sudden a girl comes crawling out of this chest and stuff, like out of this little container thing on the ground. She come crawling out and stuff, and like just the way like the sound effects are, and then just the way it was moving, and it's like, man. Or it's like I'm walking through this hallway, and like I'm walking up with my camera, and then like, you know, I'm looking at this stain on the wall. I'm like, what the heck is this? And then all of a sudden it's the face looking at me, and then it just sticks its face out like that. Come on, man. Nah, man. Fatal Frame, man. Number 9. At number 8, Silent Hill 2. Played it on PS2 and PS3. Beat it one time on PS2. Played through it halfway on PS3 and stuff like that. Yeah, I only beat it one time. When I had this game when I was way younger, it was too damn hard. I could not figure out the freaking apartments, man. I got stuck on the apartments a long time ago. Like, everybody know, if you play Silent Hill 2, the damn apartments is an ass. Like, but when you get older, you're able to figure out stuff more better. But when I was younger, those damn apartments, man, that stuff got on my nerves. I could not figure out where the hell to go. But once I did, it was fun. But I still, as when I was younger, I couldn't get past the apartments. So that's where I stopped at. But like when I played the game again, you know, I figured out where to go and stuff like that. And the game is an amazing game. Silent Hill 2, best Silent Hill game of all time. At number 7, Super Mario 3. And like I said, these are in side order. Super Mario 3, Nintendo, 30 times. Yes, sir. And that might be an understatement. The best Super Mario game of all time. Better than Super Mario 64, better than any other Super Mario Galaxies, better than any other Super Mario game ever made. Even if they make more games in the future, Super Mario 3 is still going to outbeat it, because Super Mario 3 is that game. That's that game. That's that nigga right there. That's that game. You know, Super Mario 3 is like I said, that's that game. You know, I don't know. It's just something that Super Mario 3 does that other Super Mario games still can't even do. I don't know if it's the unique different levels that you go to, even though other games, Super Mario games, have that. I don't know if it's the amount of different worlds. I don't know what it is, but Super Mario 3 is that game, you know? So yeah, it's old, but it's that game, and it still holds up because I'm still playing it, and I'm still gonna do a walkthrough with me and my son. You know, been playing it when I was a kid, and I got a kid, and he's about to be playing that. So yeah. At number 6, Final Fantasy VII. This is the only game on the countdown that I have never beat. I played it for about 50 hours on PlayStation a long time ago when I was like in junior high or something like that. Never beat it. And then I played it when I got my I downloaded it on PSP and stuff like that. Still didn't beat it. And then I transferred my files to my PS Vita and started playing it on there. Still didn't beat it. Right now, I'm actually stuck. I haven't played the game in like 5 months. No, actually more than that, like 10 months right now, and I'm stuck. I gotta find a certain place. I forgot where I need to go. It's a place I gotta go, and I forgot where it's at, but I know I'm towards the end of the game and stuff like that and stuff. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII is that game. It feels like you're that character. It feels like you're going through this world, and I'm thinking about getting the real low remastered version or whatever on PC, on Steam, and just play through it all over again for the 3rd time, even though I still haven't beat it yet. So I want them to do a remake. I don't know, that thing will sell like hotcakes. They did a remake, even if it was $60. At number 6, Sonic on Sega Genesis. Beat this game 15 times. Better is the best Sonic game ever made. It barely outbeat Sonic and Knuckles, because Sonic and Knuckles does hold a special place in my heart, and that actually is my second most favorite game, and then Sonic 2, and then Sonic 3. But that's where it stops, because I don't like all the other Sonic games, not even Sonic Adventures or whatever. I just like the 2D Sonic games, because those are some of the best unique levels and the way the games make you feel, especially Sonic 1. Like, it just I guess the soundtrack is what did it justice too inside Sonic 1. Just the soundtrack and stuff, and each level has its own unique sound, its own unique look, its own unique creatures, and I don't know, Sonic, man. It's Sonic 1, amazing, man. I don't know, I'm just at loss for words. That's why it's at number 5. Number 4, Onimusha 2 on the PS2. Beat this game 5 times. Our 4th most favorite game of all time, Onimusha 2. What can you say? I brung up Onimusha a lot of times. I brung it up to Capcom that they should make another Onimusha game. Onimusha 4, where the hell is it at? Because all the Onimusha games are amazing. This barely outbeat all the other ones. The original one is amazing. Just the combat, the way the story is, the gameplay, there's not that many people that played this game, I guess. It didn't really sell that well, but I really would, if I had the money, if I was like wealthy right now, I would buy all my subscribers every single Onimusha game on the PS2 and let you have it, just to give it out in a package to everybody, just for people to play it, because these games, see, I can't even talk right now. It's unique. It's a very good game. It's an underrated game. It's amazing. Imagine Ninja Gaiden, but kind of like slowed down a little bit, and its own little flavor. It just, instead of you being a ninja, you're a samurai. So yeah. Number 3, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D. Yes, it does beat the original game. Why? Because simply, there's a number of reasons why I beat the original Ocarina of Time. 1, because it's in 3D and it does a good job, and the 3D does look good. 2, it's remastered. It looks way better, and they changed some of the controls. And 3, it's in the palm of your hand. Ocarina of Time. Oh, and 4, the touchscreen does add way more better control than using the original, controller and stuff like that. So Ocarina of Time hellified outbeats the original Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time 3D outbeats the original Ocarina of Time, stuff like that. So I'm sorry, I beat it one time, and I'm just gotta say it outbeats the original. I don't care what you say. And to me, it's the best Zelda game ever made. Barely, because these newer Zelda games coming out, it's doing an amazing job, so hats off. Let's get to my top 2 games. At number 2, what y'all think number 2 is? Don't worry, I'll wait. At number 2, Half-Life 2. Played this game on Xbox 360 and PC, beat it 4 times. Half-Life 2 is my second most favorite game of all time. Like, I keep talking about Half-Life. You guys keep on seeing on the web that people are talking about Half-Life and Half-Life this, Half-Life that, Half-Life 3 confirmed. You wonder why. Half-Life is one of the best games ever made of all time. One of the best, because I don't think there's the best game. As you can see, is at number 2. So what's at number 1? Let's see. There's a certain franchise or game that was not inside my honorable mentions. It wasn't inside my countdown. You guys already heard me talking about it. Hell, I'm even wearing a shirt. Yes, sir. But I kind of cheated on this one. At number 1 is Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Play all these games across PS2, PS3, PS Vita, PSP, GameCube, all together 11 times. So I remember Universal Gamer, you said you was gonna choose one game inside the franchise. Yes, but how the hell could you choose one Metal Gear game? Like, there's no way in the world you can choose out of all these games. All these games, in my opinion, are equally on the same level. But if I had to choose one, somebody had a gun to my head and say, "Nigga, choose one game," I would blast your motherfucking head off. Say another word. Say one more word. I will have to choose. Damn. Alright, so Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, I love it because it remade the first game. The first game is amazing. It remade it, made it look more better, add more to it. Metal Gear Solid 2 stepped the game up. It was like the game to have on the PS2. Metal Gear Solid 3 story is just ridiculous. Metal Gear Solid 4 is underrated. I love it. And it's underrated. Some people talk, oh, the cutscenes, but if you love Metal Gear, it filled in a lot of the gaps, and it's amazing. It looks good, even it stands to the test of time as far as how good it looks even now and stuff like that. But the game I would have to give it to is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Why? Because that's the first actually kind of open Metal Gear game, and you can actually you like get these unique weapons and stuff, and like just by playing the game, and like you unlock all these little different things. You had this little turn-based RPG type game you can play when you recruit soldiers and stuff like that. You can build your own Metal Gear by collecting little parts out in the field. If you lose like a tank, or if one of your Metal Gears get injured and stuff, you gotta refight bosses to get the little AI parts and stuff like that. The missions are open. It's just so much hours you can put. Like, I remember that one commercial they had to do at the bus stop, like looking like he'd been up for days just playing Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. That's for real. I don't know how many hours, I think like 50 or 60 hours into Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Beat it after I put 30 hours into it, or 20 hours I think into it, and I still kept playing it after that because there's so much you can do. You can play co-op missions online. You can play competitive stuff, and like just the little, you know how Snake get inside the boxes and be walking around. There's little unique boxes you can unlock. You can unlock this co-op box that's like a tank, so you and a co-op buddy can get inside the same box. And then like he at the top with the little box that's shaped like a tank turret, and got his gun pointing through and stuff like that. It's like the game keeps rewarding you as you play through the game, and it's a very unique game. And like I said, I gotta give it to Peace Walker because it does everything that all the other Metal Gear games does, and way more, and up and beyond. But like I said, number one is all the Metal Gear games ever, pretty much, except for like the in-between stuff. I don't really care about all that stuff. But yeah, these games, yeah, number one. So with that said, man, hope you guys do one of your top 25 countdowns one day. And it's been your boy, the Universal Gamer. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys stayed to watch the whole thing. And yeah, be looking out for my Comic-Con video. Hopefully I get this video up before I get busy at Comic-Con, because Comic-Con is literally tomorrow. And I gotta go to work literally in 3 hours. So I mean, I gotta spend the rest of my time searching for the images for this video and edit all this within my lunch break, which is only 1 hour. Let's see if I can do it, and then get it rendered, which is going to take like another hour, and then upload it to YouTube, which is going to take 45 minutes. So yeah, your boy about to be on it. So with that said, man, I'm out of here. Peace.